In this video, we will solve a problem on production function. This question was asked by a brother on YouTube channel of Econ Methods. The question is like this. Suppose the production function of a multinational company is being denoted by Q is equal to L plus K. This is our production function. Q denotes our total output. L denotes the units of labor, and K denotes the units of capital. It produces in two countries A and B. We have two countries A and B. In country A, wage rate is $9 and interest rate is 4. In country B, the wage rate is $4 and interest rate is 9. The production of 50 units of output will cost how many units in country A and how many units in country B. So let me rub this out here. Okay, so we need to fill out these two blanks here. Now in country A, this is our production function. Q is equal to L plus K. You can see it is a perfect substitute production function. That means labor and capital are perfectly substitutable. Okay, here. And in country A, we are being told wage rate is 9. Okay, by wage rate we mean price of labor is 9, and interest rate in country A is 4. Okay, price of capital is 4. Then our total cost will be simply equal to price of labor times units of labor plus price of capital times units of capital. Okay, now what we have to do then, this is being given us is the production function. This is our cost constraint here. Okay, this is our cost function here. We want to minimize our cost subject to the given production function. So we have cost minimization problem here. We want to minimize our cost with the given production quota. Our production quota is labor plus capital should be equal to 50 units, which is being told here as. Okay, now usually, our first order condition will require that the marginal rate of technical substitution between labor and capital should be equal to price of labor upon price of capital. That means slope of isoquant should be equal to slope of isocost line here. But when we see here, the marginal product of labor upon marginal product of capital. The marginal product of capital means taking derivative of this production function with respect to L. Derivative of L is 1. So we have in place of MPL, we have this one. Marginal product of capital means taking derivative of this K with respect to, this production function with respect to K. Its derivative is 1. So 1 upon 1. And what's ratio here? Price of labor is being given us as 4. It is 9. Price of capital is 4. Here you can see MPL upon MPK is not equal to 9 upon 4. That means slope of our isocost line is greater than the slope of isoquant. On this graph, on horizontal axis we measure the units of labor. On vertical axis we have measured the units of capital. This red line shows us the isoquant line. Okay, and this blue line is our isocost line. Okay, so let's not make it as indifference curve here. So let us say it is our isocost line. Here you can see this condition is not being satisfied. That is MPL upon MPK is equal to price of labor upon price of capital. We see here that the slope of isocost line is greater than the slope of isoquant line. When this condition occurs, what will we do? We will have a corner solution, and in this case we will employ 0 units of labor and all units of capital. Okay, so we will have at this point our optimal solution. That means we will we will employ 0 units of labor and all of capital. And when we do so, since this is our production function, so in place of L we will have 0 because we are employing 0 units of labor, and K will be equal to 50. So K will be equal to 50. So 0 plus K is equal to 50, which gives us K will be equal to 50. Okay, so we will employ 50 units of capital here. Then our total cost is simply equal to, and total cost as we know is equal to price of labor times units of labor. Price of labor is 9, units of labor employed is 0 as we have seen here, plus price of capital which is 4, and units of capital employed is 50. So 4 into 50 is 200, 9 into 0 is, it is equal to 0 here. So we will have 200 as cost in country A. Coming and I have written here, whenever marginal rate of technical substitution between labor and capital is less than the price ratio, we will employ all units of capital and 0 units of labor. Coming to the next scenario, we have the same production function. Now in country B, the wage rate is $4, price of capital is 9. Okay, so we want to minimize our cost, that is PL times L plus PK times K, price of labor times units of labor plus price of capital times units of capital employed. Okay, so we want to minimize our cost subject to the production quota, that is labor plus capital should be equal to 50. Okay, this is our production quota here. Again, this condition should have occurred. That means the slope of the budget line should have been equal to, sorry, slope of the isoquant should have been equal to slope of isocost line. Again, this is being violated here. Marginal product of labor, taking partial derivative of this function with respect to L, it is 1 upon marginal product of capital derivative of this production function, again with respect to K, it is 1. And price of labor, as we have seen, it is 4. Price of capital is 9, so this is 4 upon 9. Here you can see this marginal rate of technical substitution, because 1 is greater than 4 upon 9. In this case, when this happens, when our marginal rate of technical substitution between labor and capital is greater than the price ratio, in this situation, we will employ all units of labor and 0 units of capital. Okay, if we do so, this is our production function. So since we are employing all units of labor and 0 units of capital, so we have L plus K is 0 should be equal to 50. That means we will employ 50 units of labor in this condition. In this case, when this is the case, our total cost will be equal to price of labor, which is 4, times units of labor employed, which is 50, plus price of capital, which is 9, and units of capital employed in this equation, in this case, is 0. So 4 5s are 20, so we will have 200 as the cost in the country B. So we will have here 200, again we have here 200, and graph is pretty easy. Again, this red line shows the production, sorry, and this shows our isoquant, and these blue lines show our isocost lines. We want to achieve this production quota with minimum cost, so this will occur only where the, this isocost line intersects our isoquant line, because we will not have an interior solution. Interior solution would have look like this. Let us say this is our isoquant line. If we have like this, let us say this is our isocost here, so this would have given us the interior solution. Because this condition is being not satisfied, that mrts is equal to price of labor upon price of capital, it will be satisfied when we have an interior solution. Okay, so I hope I make myself clear. Thank you.